Hey guys, and welcome back to Wayne the Retro on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW TMNT Color Classics issue. I'm gonna go 20. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah. So in last week through, we saw Raphael have a fight with Leonardo, then return to New York to fight some foot, and now he is in leagues with or has an alliance with the Triceratons. So let's get into this one. Let's go. Good. Zog knows. Zog knows all surprise him in and out. We're prisoners. No. Zog has been watching them, sees him creeping. Zog knows. Knows all. Sharp teeth. Everywhere. Very high creep. Quick. Yes, sir. Go and go watch him. Very quick. Quick. Zog knows. Quick, like blood cross, creeping, kill you quick. Lost many brothers there. we got, we gone though. Total destruction, like here. Strike first. Division, stop 'em up. Wheeze of a fleet. Open the door. Zog knows. This is insane. The door, yes. And what is it? Yes, here, we have them. He's found something. Let's have a look. Foot. This is it.
Here's to making every moment merry for every pet on your list. Petco now has all your favorite brands at merry little prices, so everyone can enjoy the season. Petco, the health and wellness company.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first. Watch this. I can show you how to get the sweetest deals online when you shop from major retailers like...
Looks like a communication sensor. Fan left. Watch for crossfire. Don't branch up. Pick your targets. Move it, grunts. No, you don't. Zog, stop. It's over. Take no prisoners! Zog! Take no! Commander Zorath. Perimeter secure, sir. Awaiting further orders. At ease, troop. You did well. Stay sharp and keep watch. I wouldn't have believed it, but he led us to one of the main foot control centers. Their entire network could be laid out here. Let's see if I can access the right files. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Looks like they got outposts like this out of the city, all into some sort of main operation complex. Can you get an exact location? Working on it. Check this out, Leo. A 3D systematic Hudson block. The whole thing's a full front. The inside has been gutted and completely rebuilt, with its own tunnel network to point all over the city. Incredible. Orokosaki must be there. We need a diversion to pull foot troops away from the main complex. Times a precise infiltration alliance and various outposts around the city should do it. Now we need a way in a quiet spot, far from internal traffic partners. Should have plenty of cover and easy access from the city drains system. Wait a minute. There. We'll attack. Here, you know what to do, Zog. And do it quietly. Yes, sir. Carefully. All creatures are completely insane and should not be alive. It's hard to believe he survived, gone unseen all this time. Our air alone eats at his brain like cancer. He's a walking time bomb. I know I can barely control him myself, but when we stuck some memory chloride in what left of his brain, he thinks and we're on his side, aliens, part of the scouting party for Triceraton invasion. All this time he's wanted since then. Careful. Yes. This is suicide. What was that? Nothing. The last of the diversion alarms should have gone off by now. Hopefully most of the main foot guard have left the complex. If not, looks like he's almost through. Commander Zorath. Zog requires assistance. You got it. Finish the cut. Remember, quietly. Careful. Zog, no, quiet. Ah, Zog knows. Ah, quiet. Good job, soldier. The High Commander shall hear your efforts. Thank you, sir. On target, guys. And we got a vault unopened. Perfect. The schematics were correct. Good, Zog. Yes, the fleet will hear a Zog. We've been lucky so far. Undetected, this cut should lead us to a storage area. Keep your fingers crossed. Careful, Zog. Almost through. Commander, Zog has finished. Good job. Now help me quietly. Zog knows quiet. Two and Odon. Hey, we got movement over here. Voices. The guards and workers fan out on my signal. Sit in silence. Zog, no! Long live the Republic. So much for silent and quickly. Now, this way. We should lead to the main access corridor. We can't get to any point in the structure from here. Watch your guard. Mistake. Don't let anyone get away. Cover for exits. No one leaves. Die! Die! All in this evil place must die. All who oppose a Republic must die. Careful, Zog. Watch it. Zog rules. Right. My mistake. We should have exited an eastern door. This way. Through here. Whoa. Guard? Another. Hey, yeah. This is just a loading dock. That tunnel should lead us to a main operation area. And let's go, Zog. We're hitching a ride. Good. Armored support. Now we go in total destruction. into a valley of death road for 600. Let's roll. No surveillance cameras. Nothing. They must not expect anyone to get in this deep. We've been lucky so far. We still hold high cards. Oh, blackout. Damn it. And they're onto us. And it looks like the tunnel opens up ahead. Into the valley of death. Get ready. And this will be a rough landing. Watch your flanks. They're everywhere. Bugs. Too many. It can't be pinned down. Don't stop moving. Advance. They're quick. Break them up. Take no prisoners. Long live the Republic. Bugs. Kill bugs. So, destruction. Follow me, grunts. Follow me to victory. Onward. Zog knows. Zog knows. Long live the Republic. Blood everywhere. Zog's been hit badly. Oh no, Zog. Poor creature. He's finished. Leo, choke. Look. Wow. So, yeah, that really did hurt my throat for that. For this comic, especially doing Zog's voice. Oh god. Yeah, never doing that again. But yeah, this is actually a really cool comic. This one was adapted into 2003. Yeah, of course, Return to New York. This one was also adapted into 2012. And now it's also called Return to New York as well. I'm very surprised actually he killed Zog in the comic, because yeah, although it felt really weird with Zog trying to take down the Shredder, because he had no reason to go after him. But yeah, I mean overall it's a good comic. I'll give it that. The artwork's still brilliant. And yeah, so I've got one more comic left in this run, or like story arc before going on to Tales of Tmnt and then go back to just some questionable art styles. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do this one, please share, like, subscribe, and that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.
Switch to Chrome to protect yourself from malware, so you can surf without getting phished. Fast, safe, yours. There's no place like Chrome. Get Chrome for Windows.
Hello, this is Taker and Beauty, and welcome back to another read-through on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW TMNT Color Classics issue 21. So last read-through we saw the Turtles and Dog infiltrate the Shredder's headquarters, and now we're gonna have to go up against the Shredder and the Shredder clones. So let's get into this one. Let's go. Grr! Worms! What the hell are these things? Can't afford to waste more time here. He could get away. They can handle this. Raphael, no! Ugh, damn you, Raphael! Sai is mine. Mine. We must stay together. It was how we it was how we were taught. It was how we were taught. Mine. Ugh, enough. Watch your brother's back. Mine. Ugh. Ugh. These things, creatures, think. They know exactly what they're doing, luring us to their home turf. So close. Ah! You are a fool. I know. Almost a dead one. Can't help it. Don't think. Have no control. Spencer always said so. You know what this means to us. Life or death. We will not fail. You, brother, you must not fail. I'll find Don and Mike, and together we'll come to you. Get him. Don! No, Foot. Come here, you little puke. That's it. Once more, come on. We're pinned down here, and where the hell are Raph and Leo? Don't know, but where we gotta hold out. Do what we can for now. Make each one count. Mike and Don trapped. Too many, too much open air to get them all. Orokosaki, face me, gladly. Leonardo, I have been waiting a long time. Too long. 3 years ago I saw you die. Why do you haunt us? Is that important? Yes, to you. I suppose it is. Long ago on a rooftop you saw Orokosaki destroyed, torn to pieces by his own device. You saw me die. But they found me. My people found me. My pieces. The Foot Clan is very resourceful and has knowledge of a great many skills, some from the time of legends and myth, some from the time of logic and science. Together, all things are possible. Imagine a creature of our earth, a worm, small, blind, useless, but it eats. And from what it eats, it learns and adapts its own cell structures. Others eat from the same dish and join together, taking on a completely different form. This clone becomes a different being. 3 early experiments you met on your way here. The fourth time they fed on me. They ate and began to think and act as one. Form one, structure of one being. I stood grudgingly alive. My lust for vengeance, my hatred for you, stronger than before. Long I've waited, but now the waiting is over. Last one, Don. Make it count. Look! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Oh! Ha! I cannot die. Yes, you can. And you will. Time to even the odds a little. Ref, where's Leo? Busy, and we'll find him in half a second. First we slow these bummers down a bit. Watch. Hey, yeah! Huh! Ha! Hey, yeah! Hey, yeah! Time to die.
Spectrum Móvil es el proveedor de servicio móvil de más rápido crecimiento en el país. Y ahora es el momento de cambiarte. Obtén Spectrum Móvil ilimitado por $29.99 por tu primera línea y cada línea. Haz clic o visita una tienda de Spectrum hoy.
Back. I strolled them off for a while. Let's find Leo before more of them find us. This way. The place is breaking up. Too late. Ha! Don't like the sound of that. Forget, and we gotta find Leo. I think, this way. Oh my god. The building is gonna... Leo? Orokusaki. The Shredder is dead. It's finished. Our destiny is complete. Honor is restored. We have one final task. So, wow, what an amazing story, and good one to end off this first little segment of the story. I mean, I know technically this is sort of like I was thinking to say this is actually the first, like, the beginning part of Act 1 of this Volume 1. And yeah, it's a really good story. Yeah, I really like the artwork for this one. Kevin Eastman P. did an amazing job. Um, yeah, I'm very surprised how much this story has been written into other Toll medias, because like the Toll movie it was into that, and also they did do some stuff with the comics. 2003 nearly got it spot on. 2012 did some stuff from it as well. So yeah, I'm very surprised how much they did take away from the overall story from most of these ones. But yeah, so it is going to be my final goodbye for Act 1, I would say. Yeah, I'd say it's a really good run. Would I recommend it? Yeah, for 12 fans, if you're die-hard ones. If you're just an average one, just watch cartoons, don't bother, really. But this one's sort of good, because you can always just see where inspiration is coming from. And it's nice to see that over time, things don't really change. And yeah, it's still a good story. This one wasn't, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's probably the weakest one out of Return to New York story arc, because yeah, this is a weak one, I would say, but other iterations did make it good, so I can't really fault that. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today, guys. If you do us on, please share, like, subscribe, and other stuff. Goodbye, yo. Bye.
How'd you get that? How'd you get that?
Dudes, I got some pizza.
Great, more pizza, huh?
I got this too.
Aha, now we're talking. There it is.
What the heck? What is it, Don?
I just got a letter from Shredder. He wants to raise our rent.
What? You can't do that. We signed a 1-year lease. I know we shouldn't have rented a place from him.
Don't worry. I'll show him we can do his little rent increase.
Woo! Motherfucker! Let's go! Let's go! Go to hamstring, man! Ah! Bossa Nova! Oh!
So I see you mutant freaks got my letter.
Yeah, and we're not paying. We signed up for a 1-year lease.
If you do not pay, I will evict you, and you'll be back in the sewers where you belong.
Hey! Kinda like the sewers. We're not going anywhere! Ooh. Oh my god! Suck my shell. Oh my god! I'm done.
Get him.
I need ice pack. Oh my god! You're a cheater! You cheated, Shredder! He's still alive.
You are slipping in your old age. What are you, in your 30s now?
Yeah, well, you're like 20 years older than us, Shredder. You geriatric cripple.
Nice one, Donnie. Geriatric.
I may be older, but I've beaten 2 of you already. Bring it.
Get him, Donnie!
Hold on! Hold on!
Finish him off! Leave this guy!
I think you will all need more training from Splitter. Oh wait, he's dead.
You crossed the line now, Shredder. Get him, Mikey. Now you're mine.
Holy shit.
Oh! Oh! You broke my nose, you overgrown turtle! I'll be back, turtles! This is not the last you'll see of me! This is not how I remember the ooze being.
That's no age ooze. And the man I got from said it would definitely make you stronger.
I don't care. Just give me the syringe.
Yes, master.
Ah, finally. Yes. Yes. Where are you going, Master? Master! Master Shredder! Are you alright? Shredder?
No, I'm Super Shredder. Contact the turtles. We need to finish them today.
Jeez, it's so boring today. What do you want to do, Donnie?
I don't know, Mike, you're the party, dude. What do you want to do?
Come on, man. Just a few more. You're good.
20. Damn, that was good.
Hello, turtles!
A foot soldier? I thought you were all dead.
Not just any foot soldier. I'm the last great foot soldier. But that's besides the point. I have a message. A message from Shredder. Meet us at the abandoned train station for the final showdown. Fuck!
Man, I'm still sore from lifting weights. Now we gotta go beat Shredder's old ass.
Why do you have to pick a spot like the train station, though? It's all the way on the other side of town. How the heck are we supposed to get there?
Bruh! I got an idea, bruh.
Yeah, Mike, it's a good idea. Yeah. Just up.
What are you doing, Ralph?
I'm crashed. I'm done.
Yeah. Those energy drinks was a bad idea.
Come on, guys. It's not that much farther. I'm dying.
Come on, get up. Get back up. We can make it. Oh, God.
You tortoises look for a ride?
Well, I don't know if that's a good idea, guys.
Yeah. Come on, hop in the back.
Come on, Ralph.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Come on.
Might be a little muddy. I just got some dirt on the tires. Where you boys need to be? Yes, sir. All right. Thanks.
Thanks, man.
No problemo.
Correction. Super Shredder.
Yeah, more like Stupid Shredder.
Who cares what you call? We're gonna beat your ass again. How'd you become super anyway?
I took ooze.
Wait, I thought we destroyed all those after the third movie.
Hey, Shredder, you know, it's kind of dangerous here on the tracks because a train could come. And plus, turtles don't wear shoes. So let's fight somewhere else.
Okay, we'll fight there.
Being the last foot soldier has ruined 40 years of training.
What are you doing?
Ah!
Bruh! Let it go. This is what we're worried about. Got it. Get him! Get him! Oh! Johnny, watch out! Watch out! Johnny!
He's a lot stronger than we thought.
We're gonna need a bigger plan.
Fight me!
I say we go in pairs.
That works too. Let's do it.
Fight me!
All right, Ralph, let's do this.
Swear to God, next time he comes over here, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I got it.
I told you I was gonna fucking kill him. High five, Leo.
Not even cool, brah.
That's just sick. You killed him. Get out of here. Fuck you guys.
I'm gonna go before the police get here.
Let's get out of here, guys.
Welcome back, my students, to another episode of Comic Class, and in today's video, guys, we're going to be looking at the final part in my Tmnt Mirage retrospective with City at War story arc. And yeah, now this story arc is 13 issues long, guys, so it's possibly going to be the longest video in this retrospective. So I suggest that you sit down, get some popcorn, and enjoy the video. And yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Let's go. City at War basically starts off very ambiguous in that I really don't know what to say about this first issue. It basically just focuses on the lives of all the different characters, such as the Ninja Turtles, Splinter, and April, and Casey, and we get to see just different things that they're doing, such as being around the farmhouse, or with Splinter basically meditating in the forest. And eventually we get to see that a war has broken out in the city between the elite guard of the Shredder, the regular foot people, army, I guess you could say, and the police people. And yeah, so it gets pretty brutal. So we get to see that the elite guard is pretty much kind of dominating the battle between everybody and is fighting against the foot soldiers in the first issue, and pretty much is just dominating and shows that they're a force to be reckoned with. And yeah, they pretty much brutally murder a ton of foot soldiers. Now we get to see that the Ninja Turtles are basically seeing what's happening around the city and that the war is escalating between the three factions, with the Ninja Turtles wondering if they should join the factions themselves. And after this, we get to see that Casey Jones is basically heading out of town, trying to find his place in the world after him and April didn't really work out as a couple, and eventually he finds himself at this sort of diner. Now, while he's at this diner, we get to see that he starts talking to this woman named Gabby, I believe is her name. And yeah, he basically tells her about his life and exactly what he's been going through lately, and they kind of like share this moment together. But when Casey is about to leave and he's in the parking lot, he basically gets jumped by these two guys, and they basically try to take him on, and they eventually get the upper hand on him and steal his car from him. So we also get to see what's happening with April, and that she has came to live with her sister in California, and that's pretty much going to be their plot point when it comes to April's characters, that she has this interaction with her sisters and sister, and basically her father is in the hospital at the moment, and that's her plot point during this arc. Now we get to see that the Ninja Turtles are kind of feeling lost, and that they feel like they're the neighborhood watch instead of, you know, being their protectors, because nothing is really being done because they haven't decided to join the factions yet, or to even just join the war as their own army or faction, as you would say. Now you get to see that Casey and Gabby basically start living together, and that she gives them a place to stay, and they pretty much start dating. And this is going to be an important plot point for the future in this arc. Now we get to see that the Ninja Turtles are basically stopping a mugging from happening from this, I guess, couple, and basically they take on these guys that are trying to, you know, kind of like rob them, basically mug them. So Ninja Turtles basically save them from getting mud, and this is where Raphael states that he doesn't understand why Leonardo's having the Ninja Turtles, just be saving people when it's not foot related. But like Leo said, you couldn't just let these people get mud, it wouldn't be right. But while this is all happening, Raphael's getting mad that he doesn't have anyone to fight. It turns out that the Foot have invented these machine monsters that are attacking the city. So basically, Ninja Turtles, they see this giant monster just, wrecking this car or this giant bus. And it turns out that, the Foot are actually, it's on their side. So Ninja Turtles basically jump into action. They start taking on the machine monster. Now the machine monster is basically taking on the Foot soldiers as well, so it's kind of like unstable, it seems, in its programming. And yeah, eventually, one of them, I think it's Michelangelo, says that, that Raph needs to look at it, that there's no way it could get worse. But he's pretty much dead wrong, because the Elite Guard make their appearance to the battlefield. So before we get into that action, we get to find out from Gabby that she's actually pregnant with someone else's baby, and she actually tells Casey that she can understand if he doesn't want to be with her, and that's why she kept it a secret from him. But Casey says that he wants to be with her no matter what, and that he'll take care of the baby. That he'll just do it, basically, just he loves her. And I thought that was some really good development for Casey's character. Now, jumping back into the action, the Elite Guard jumped down, and this dude, I think he's by himself, just fighting as one of the Elite Guard, is just wrecking the foot soldiers that are, going up against him. And, Leonardo and the rest of the Turtles are fighting as well. And the police eventually show up, the SWAT team, and they're not playing around. They start shooting at the ninjas. So we have this huge war just breaking out with Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo about to take on the Elite Guards. And this is where they kind of like make their escape. And Leonardo basically tells Michelangelo that he needs to get all of the turtles, out of there, because it's just going to get worse. So eventually they arrive to an area where they're safe, and they basically have a discussion with each other, basically with Leo saying that he understands that, it's going to get worse. That what they just did is that they just escalated the war to a level to where they're probably going to have to join the fight. Now, Donatello tries to be optimistic, but Leonardo basically tells them, to shut up, which was very uncharacteristic of Leonardo, but you can tell the stress getting to all of them. So, it's just a little moment. We get to see that Casey Jones actually is trying to get a job to support Gabby as well and make it easier for her, but his job kind of backfires and he gets fired. We also get to see that Splinter is dealing with, getting hurt. He's like in this like sewer system, so we'll jump back into him later. But yeah, so we get to see Ninja Turtles are basically just wondering like what is it that they need to do, because it's just not clear the answer if they should join the fight or not. But while that's happening, they're having their little crisis. It turns out that the Elite Guard is making their moves to attack more people in the city and kind of like escalate the war, and killing more foot soldiers as well. It's just, it's kind of messed up. Now the Splinter basically is shown to be, in kind of like introduced to a new character called the Rat King, and he basically is trying to get Splinter to use his primal instincts and survive off of his own willpower and his animal instincts of being a rat. So that's going to be Splinter's kind of like little character arc in this story arc. Now we get to see that Raphael basically gets mad while they're up on the rooftops doing their exercise for the night, and he actually separates from the group, being mad and wanting time to himself. And this is where he gets into a fight with one of the Elite Guards. It's a really cool one-on-one fight with Raphael coming out on top. Now when the other ninjas join Raphael, the Elite Guard basically tells him that he'll always be loyal to the Shredder, that he will slay them one day, even if it's in the next life. And he commits Sabuku, which is what Leonardo had told the Shredder to do in the first issue. And it looks like his Elite Guards will actually go through with it. They have no problem with killing themselves for the Shredder's honor. And I thought that was really cool. Now, we also get a full panel look at the Rat King, with Splinter basically telling him, what he needs to tell him and try and get him to his primal instincts. So that was pretty cool. Now we get to see that basically Casey Jones gets married to Gabby, and they kind of go like on a little honeymoon, which was really cool to see. We also get to see that April has a fight with her sister about, you know, her lifestyle, and that she just doesn't feel happy in California, and it's kind of getting to her. So, you know, that plot point's going on. And we also get introduced to this new character called Karai, which is a ninja assassin, I guess, someone that works for the Foot in Japan. So she has arrived to try to bring control to New York City, you know, in the Shredder's absence, because New York City is just like completely getting destroyed by different factions. She wants to bring that all to an end, so she is finally king from Japan. Now, basically, Karai's plan is to capture Leonardo and use him as like a hostage to get them to talk without, you know, trying to kill each other. So they ensue into a battle, and basically, eventually they use these like taser weapons, because the battle's getting a little too heated. So Karai says use tasers. So they use tasers to tase Leonardo and capture him, and tell the turtles that they need to meet them at this address to, you know, find Leonardo and to trade for him, or basically talk over the issue. So eventually, Karai tells her ninjas to leave Leonardo alone and to leave her with him alone. So this is where Karai basically cuts Leonardo out of his restraints and gives him his sword back. It says that she finds no honor in killing somebody that isn't, you know, has weapons, basically an unarmed soldier. It's not cool. So this is where the other turtles arrive, and they say that they appreciate what Karai has done and that she didn't kill Leonardo, but they do want to understand what exactly Karai's plan is. So she explains to them the plan of bringing order to New York City, and promises them that if they kill the elite guards and bring order to the city, that she'll keep the Foot out of New York City, or at least keep them at bay to where they won't be making havoc all over the city. So the Ninja Turtles agree in the exchange that they do not come after them ever again. And, you know, in layman's terms, basically that they'll be safe from the Foot. Even if the Foot doesn't leave New York, they won't attack the Turtles out of spite, which is cool. Now, April has the final portion of her character arc, basically with her dad dying and realizing that she wants to head back to New York City. So she tells her sister that she's heading back. And yeah, Splinter has the end of his character arc when he actually eats a lone rat that's just walking around him. Basically, that was waiting for him to die so that he could eat him, which is pretty morbid. But basically, Splinter eats him before he can eat him, and basically the Rat King kind of like rejoices in that he finally gave in to his primal instincts, and kind of praises Splinter because of it, showing that he is still part rat, and that he had kind of neglected that part of himself for a long time. Now we get the end of Casey's character arc as well, which again was the most interesting out of the side characters, in that it turns out that Gabby gave birth, but in exchange died during childbirth, so now Casey has to raise the child by himself. It's a really emotional moment, and it shows that the character development in Casey, and that he accepts his responsibility despite it not even being his child, and that, you know, he kind of has to go through life, and his character arc is probably the most realistic and down to earth that we can all kind of relate to, and dealing with the loss of somebody that he loved. But going back into the main plot, we get to see that the Turtles and Karai basically are in this abandoned warehouse, or some type of house complex, and it's here that we get to see that they go up to the rooftop basically, and they find Karai holding her daughter, and basically her daughter had gotten murdered by the elite guards, it seems. And Karai asks Leonardo to promise her that he'll kill the elite guards with no issue. You know, he'll make sure he kills all of them, him and his brothers, with her. And of course Leonardo agrees, and he realizes that this is definitely going to be the final battle. So we get the very end of Casey's character arc, basically with him giving the ashes, kind of like just throwing them into the wind next to the lake or the ocean, just saying Godspeed Gabby, which was a really sad moment. But yeah, so we get to see that Casey basically goes back to the diner, or he goes to some diner that's around the area, and basically runs into the guys who stole his car, and he beats him up and basically takes his car back. And this is a really cool moment, because he says that back in the day he would have probably done much worse, showing how far his character has come since the Raphael one-shot, which, like I said, I will be covering on the channel in the next few days. Now, Splinter basically, you know, starts walking out of the place that he was trapped in, gaining his strength, and he sees that the Rat King was actually dead, and that it must have been some type of spirit that was talking to him, which is really interesting. I'm wondering if they're going to dive into that in the next series after the Mirage series and what exactly happened there, but I have no idea, so we'll move on. Now we get to see that the Ninja Turtles are in another abandoned like house slash apartment complex. It's kind of weird to say where exactly they're at, but they're teamed up with the foot soldiers that Karai has mustered, and the Elite Guard show up. Now the Elite Guard basically are almost tricked by Karai basically putting on the Shredder's helmet or some sort of Shredder helmet and telling them to commit Sabuku and kill themselves basically in defiance of, you know, shaming the Shredder's name by trying to take over the place by themselves. And only one guy actually commits Sabuku, I guess you could say, because of this. And like the other guards say, you know, this isn't something that, you know, they would do because they understand that this is all a farce, that she's not really the real Shredder. So she reveals herself to be Karai, and a battle ensues, the final battle. So the Elite Guard are not playing around. You know, in the Shredder Strikes Back arc, we already knew the Elite Guard were like very powerful and what they could do, but in the City at War arc, they're rarely shown to be like on a different level in their combat prowess. So each turtle is basically fighting one of the Elite Guard, and it's just crazy. And the Elite Guard are also fighting the foot soldiers as well that Karai has mustered. So it's just a full-on battle royale, and people are dying. You know, like you have foot soldiers, you have the Elite Guard just like falling one by one, and Karai even takes a kill on one of them, on one of the Elite Guard, by putting some sort of like blade or stick, it looks like a candle, right on top of the guy who is falling, and basically impels him when he comes down. Donatello has an awesome fight with this dude, the Elite Guard, on a rooftop, and this guy just like straight up like knocks Donatello off the roof all the way down to where Karai is at. And one of the Elite Guard actually has Karai saying that she must die for dishonoring the Shredder's name, because the Elite Guard do respect the Shredder, and they didn't try to overtake while he was around. They respected him. It's that he's gone now that why they're trying to take his place, because someone powerful needs to take the place. So I don't blame them for doing it, but it's just causing havoc in New York City, and it has to be stopped. So basically Donatello is like beaten, and he took a huge fall from that Elite Guard, and basically he sees that there's a machine gun for one of the foot soldiers on the ground, and realizing that he has no choice, has to pick it up and actually, you know, shoot it at the Elite Guard, using a gun for the first time to take somebody's life, to save Karai's life. And yeah, you can see it all in Donatello's face that he doesn't find any enjoyment in using a gun, and this does affect him, and we'll talk about that in the ending of this arc. But yeah, so basically he saved Karai's life. Now we jump out of the action real quick to see that Casey Jones actually meets up with April O'Neil in a very twist of fate, with his mother basically renting out their place, or her place, to April and connecting them once again by sheer hand of fate basically, which is really cool to see. Now going into the climax of this arc, we can see that Leonardo takes on the final Elite Guardsman, and they go into a full-on battle, hand-to-hand, or with swords as well, katanas, and there's blood, there's action. I mean, they're going hard at each other, and eventually Leonardo at the very end gets him in a headlock and has to snap his neck. It's pretty brutal, guys. The ending of this arc was brutal. I mean, that final battle really was like down and gritty, dark, and the snap of the neck, which is something I was not expecting when I first read this, especially from a Ninja Turtle doing that. For anyone that's watched the cartoons, I can never see them doing that, but for anyone like me, when you get into the Mirage series, you start realizing that a lot of stuff you didn't think would happen in Ninja Turtles will happen. So Karai basically talks to the Turtles, saying that it's finally over, and Turtles tell her what she's gonna do, and she says she's gonna go burn her daughter and place her ashes on some type of beach. And basically Karai states that she will keep her end of the promise and keep the foot either out of New York City, or they're going to be there but be more tolerant. They're going to follow the rules and not be causing chaos all over the city. I forget, I don't know exactly what the plan is, but it's something like that, and that they're not going to be a big problem anymore. So that's good news for our heroes. Now we get to see that this awesome panel with Leonardo basically looking up and telling Karai that everything's going to be fine, basically that they will take care of themselves. And yeah, it really signifies, you know, the finale of this story, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird's run. Now, the end of this arc basically shows us Casey Jones and April O'Neil and Shadow, which is the baby of Gabby, and Casey Jones basically taking care of her. And we get to see that they're kind of enjoying their life together. They go to the beach, and it turns out that the turtles actually arrive and surprise Casey Jones and April O'Neil. Now, they get a talk and basically reveal about the baby and what exactly happened with Gabby, and it's really cool to see. And April, you know, talks about her dad and just how he died, and, you know, all the stuff basically we saw in the arc is being relayed to the turtles. So the side plot is getting mixed with the main plot, and it all comes together in this final issue. You get to see that Splinter basically shows himself to his sons and April O'Neil and Casey Jones, and we get to see all of them just interacting. We even get this little cool panel with all of them there, and we get to see one of the turtles actually carrying baby Shadow, which was really cool. I didn't notice that on the first few times that I saw that panel, but yeah. We get to learn that Donatello basically tells Leonardo that he's not heading back to New York with his brothers, that he wants to stay with Splinter to actually learn and find himself, because after, I guess, he, you know, was in that battle, I mean, he took a beating. If you saw that final fight, or read that final fight, I guess you should say, using that machine gun to take a life, I mean, it was just something that kind of traumatized him. I mean, it traumatized anybody that had to do something like that on the fly. So Donatello basically is going to stay with Splinter to kind of like regain himself and find himself, which I thought was awesome. It just shows that there is consequences for doing stuff like that, especially for Donatello, who's not really shown to be, you know, the type to take people's lives. It definitely would affect someone like him, or Michelangelo for that matter. And so I really enjoyed that Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird did that for Donatello's character. And even Splinter says Donatello's decision has been made, basically telling Leonardo that he has to accept what his brother has chosen, because they ought to walk their own path, and they have to choose their own paths as well. So that's really cool. And April O'Neil has this talk with Splinter where she basically tells him that she's learned so much from him, and that he's kind of like a family to her now, and that she loves them, basically, you know, him and his family. This is where Splinter basically tells her that he sees her as his daughter, showing a full circle in where all these characters went from issue, you know, 2, I guess, to this point on issue like 21. Fantastic. And you get that really cool panel with them just hugging each other, and it's amazing. You know, it's a very heartwarming moment. And, you know, the arc ends with that old man that we saw in the first issue, which I don't know who he was supposed to be. It was very ambiguous to me. If anyone knows that's ever read this comic, let me know who that guy is supposed to be. But the story pretty much ends with him looking out the window and just showing New York City, basically, this building, and just everything looking normal again. And I guess that was the point, was to show everything is finally back to normal. Now let's talk about the City at War story arc, because that's it, guys. This was a long video, probably the longest one on the channel, but it needs to be said. You know, I had to go through all this because it's one of the greatest arcs I've ever read in comic books. One of the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories I've ever read, and I can definitely see why this has been readapted many times in comics and in cartoons as well, because it's just an amazing story. And I really have nothing else to say, guys. It's something you need to experience at least once in your life if you're a Ninja Turtles fan. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below to go check out the issues legally on Comixology. And yeah, overall, if you haven't already, go check out all 5 other videos that come before this. The whole playlist will be on the channel. Go check it out for the Tmnt Mirage run. I'm going to be jumping to the 2011 comics. I don't know if I'm going to be reviewing it as I'm going through it, or if I'm going to go through it and then review it after I'm done, once I'm caught up. But I am going to be doing 2011 videos really soon. The IDW series, I hear it's amazing, and is definitely recommended for anyone that likes the Mirage run like myself, so I can't wait to jump into those comics. But that's going to be all, guys. Until the next video, God bless you, and remember, until the next lesson, keep on reading.
We just recently found out about Back Market. I just got an upgraded phone and I wish I would have known about them before. So here is Aria's new phone.
You guys have already got the phone turned on, so like basically it's just like you just go through the same steps.
The same setup,
it's the
everything.
same setup and everything.
Back Market is a website and an app. It's a accessible and affordable place where you can buy quality devices. It took 3 business days, so it was very fast at getting at our doorstep. So basically what this is if you just think upcycle but for your tech. But you're also helping the environment, you're helping the planet, and it's one less phone that's gonna end up in the landfill. There was free shipping, also 1-year warranty, and you have 30 days to change your mind. So you get to have your dream tech, but it's up to 70% less expensive than buying new. This will be the only way that we will buy tech from now on.
They're so nice, and they're the 3rd generation
Market.
too.
How do celebrities like Justin Bieber and The Rock generate hundreds of millions of dollars? It's actually not what you think. They make a special kind of money known as royalties.
My name is Christian Mickelson, and I help everyday people increase their income online. And I have to say, we're pretty darn good at it. My company is called Publishing.com, and we were just named the 19th fastest growing company in America right now. And there you can see us at number 19 on the list. And the reason we've been so successful in helping regular people make money is because we don't believe you should start your own business. That's what everyone gets wrong. Instead, we show you how to simply plug in to Amazon and the $500 billion business they've already built. However, the way we do it is very different from anything you've seen before. We don't show you how to sell products on Amazon. The way we plug into Amazon is through this app on your phone called Audible, which most people don't know is Amazon's app. And using this app, I showed my mother-in-law, Elsa here, how to get automated checks from Audible every month. Now, listen, this didn't make her rich. So if you're looking to get rich or make a ton of money in the next 7 days, I'm not your guy. But what I can confidently show you is how any regular person can start banking consistent 3, 4, even 5-figure checks every month. If you're curious to see how we do it, I just spent the last 3 months putting together the single best video training I've ever made, walking you through step by step exactly how to set all this up yourself. And the best part is, it's 100% free. That's right. So to get instant access to it right now, just click the button on your screen and put in your email. And over 3,000 people have already used this to add more streams of income in their life. And here's what just a few of them have to say about it.
If you follow the formula, it works. I think this will be my best month yet. You have a fan, and I will always sing your praises.
I really just have to say this business model works. It just does. The future is very bright.
Many people reach out to me asking me if this is real, random people from around the world, and I always tell them this is definitely real.
Christian and Rasmus literally changed my life. Not only did they change my life, they saved my life.
I did not believe it was going to work until I actually did it, and it did.
Yeah, it's just incredible. These guys are the real deal, but go check them out. You will not be disappointed.
So, to get free access to the training, all you need to do...
Hello, this is Take3C, and welcome back to another read-through on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW Tales of Tmnt issue 1. So in the last read-through, we saw the Turtles kill the Shredder, and now we're going to go into a weird phrase of Turtles, which I'm hesitant to do read-throughs in, but we must get the Tales of Tmnt over with. There's only 7 issues, so yeah, let's get into today's one. Let's go. Do you remember the winter of 1987? It was so long ago, but still so clear in my memory. But Shredder had returned, turning our Christmas Eve into a night of hell, and we were forced to flee the city. Moving north, we took refuge in western Manchester on a deserted farm owned by Casey Jones, our newfound ally. Casey, what a nut. Who would have guessed, and what was to happen a few short weeks after we had moved in? Let me tell you a story. Hey, April. Where do you say you wanted this refrigerator? I think it would look nice over by the stove. Handy too. Ugh. And wrapping's a mess. A lot of what that stuff we dragged from the barn has to be cleaned and checked. Casey and I get started on that now. Where is Casey? I think he's giving Raph a tour of the house. Hey Raph, check this out. You can still make out where they had to plaster up the wall from where they punch through it, and from when I punched through it when I was 7 away. That must have been summer of 72. Boy, was I a nut back then. How's it going? We'll never pull it off, and this place is trash. Look at this. Don't worry. Some flowers, a few throw pillows. This place will look great. Heck. Don't worry. Come on, Raph, and let's see what else we can dig up in this barn. Meanwhile, in the nearby township of Holyoke. Come on, man. Living up. We're going to the farm today. Your grandmother's, what sort? Isn't your cousin living there now? I've got some family business to take care of. Family business, oh, man. It's important, jerk. Quit whipping, whining. Go up for boys, tell them to beat that dinos in an hour. Sure, Sid. What's up, Sid? There's a relative of mine, there's a relative of mine I want you to meet. Rumor in the family has it that he's some kind of psycho. I may need you guys as backup. It's gonna be a wild man. It's gonna be wild, man. I promise. Let's roll. Wow. Eh? Grrr. Huh. John, check out this old raccoon coat. Pretty wild, huh? Too bad your cousin moved up. The old dump was a great place to party. Well, maybe after our visit we can continue. Yeah. And what are you gonna do? Scare him a little. Somebody's here. Must be a welcome wagon. You and Don better disappear. Tell Raph and Mike you stay out of all sight. Jesse, these guys don't look like the welcome wagon. Let me take care of this. Hello, Sid. Hey, cousin Casey. When you invite me in, you're not welcome here. But allow me to introduce my friends, Max and Spuds. We're coming in. Kick, baby guys. Casey? Sid, you puke. You got 1 second to call these guys off. I'm telling them and you apart. Tut tut. Is this any way to speak to your own cousin? Who's a babe? Some welcome weapon. Okay, boys, you can let him go. Jerks. Gee, Sid, you pulled some stupid stunts in your time, but this takes a cake. Just what in the hell do you want? And just to get you know better. It's been a long time. Where should I start? How about what have you done with Grandpa's share of Hoosic Tunnel train job loot? What? Are you nuts? And that's what this is all about? I can't believe it. All this time, no one ever believed his, and he still had it when he died, including me. Don't give me that. All the time you spent with the old man, surely he told you where he stashed the money. No, he never talked about it, and I'm not one to pray.
Listing your house on the market isn't the only way to sell your house. Selling to us is much faster, easier, and way more convenient. Want to know how? If you need to sell your house for any reason, click the link in this video to see if my offer is right for you. The process of selling your house is easy. No commissions, no fees. We'll buy your house in as-is condition and you pick the closing date. No appraisals, no repairs, no hassles. All offers are completely confidential and there is no obligation whatsoever. Click the link in this video and fill out a short survey so we can make you a cash offer. If you are struggling to sell your house, this is the fastest and easiest way to get money in your pocket ASAP. And yes, we will really buy your house in any condition. We've dealt with it all. Click the link now to see how much cash you can get for your house today. Best case scenario, you get rid of a huge pain in your butt in record time with a nice chunk of change in your pocket. What do you have to lose? Click the link and answer a few questions to get your cash offer now.
For anyone who doesn't know their metabolic type, stop scrolling for just a second and listen up.
This is a metabolism killer.
This is a metabolism killer.
This is a metabolism killer.
Even this is a metabolism killer. Most people eat these foods every single day and wonder why they can't lose weight.
Achieving fat burning and a toned physique goes beyond just following keto, paleo, or intense workout regimens. For those unfamiliar with their metabolic type, take a moment to pause and pay attention. People's metabolism varies. Understanding your metabolism is vital for optimizing your health and fitness. Let's dig into this.
The best way to burn fat and get shredded is not keto, paleo, it's not carnivore, it's not vegan, and it's definitely not super intense exercises like this. That ain't how you lose weight.
Cardio burns fat, right? No. Cardio actually burns calories, usually in the form of carbs in the bloodstream that are then replaced with the very next meal that you do eat and stored as more fat. This is why even when you eat low-calorie foods or you run for an hour a day, you get softer, but you don't actually lose any weight. And this is one of the biggest reasons why most weight loss attempts fail within the first 3 weeks.
The truth is that Hollywood's elite actors and actresses, they can get super ripped because they followed a long ignored technique that was used for generations of bodybuilders and athletes before steroids were even popular. So what's their approach? Well, they ruthlessly cut through the fluff because they have zero time to waste because their next film role is starting in just a few weeks, and so they can't waste time on the wrong program.
I cut out carbs, sugar. It was just not sustainable. Boom, I gained it back so fast. This time I feel like I've done it the healthy way. I've lost.
You play stupid real good, cousin, but I don't believe you for 1 minute. You know where the money is, and you're gonna tell me, or else I drill you and your old lady. Oh, Casey, stay back, April. Quick, Casey and April are in trouble. 5 guys, one with a gun. We gotta do something. Outside. We'll lure them into a yard. Hey, I came from outside. And is anyone else here? Maybe? Why don't you find out for yourself? You Ford, go check it out. I got things under control here. I'll check the car. You split up. Hey, I heard you come out. No, you come in, huh? Hi, ugly. Looking for me? Hey, funny man, time to die. Hello? Gah! I wonder what's keeping your buddies, Sid. Shut up. Tell me where the money hid, huh? And the horn again? Grrr! April, grab the gun. You made me mad, Sid. Real mad. Casey, stop it. What? Why? This guy's scum. He deserves this. Why I order? Casey, no. Oh, alright. Oh, you feet sleazeball. You butthead. You're gonna keep all the money for yourself. Damn you, don't you get it? There's no money. No, you're wrong. He buried it. 25,000. His last words. X marks the spot. X marks the spot? You're a fool and a jerk. My old man and I have gone through this whole farm, searching it from top to bottom, looking for this X. We thought we found it several times, but no such luck. He was a clever old wingnut. Sid. I know the money's still here. Yeah, I keep dreaming, Sid. No, it's true. I know it. You know it. Yeah. That's what's the spot. Yuck. Casey, your cousin sounds like he's flipped. what are we going to do with him? And take this thing. I hate this gun. Yeah, old is a few bricks short. As for this, I never did like these things either. And shall I give the police? No. Even though he's incredibly stupid, he is my cousin. I'm gonna let you go, but you have to promise to be a good boy. No, think, man. X marks the spot. Sid, for God's sake, I don't know about any money and X or any sports. Wait a minute. Nah, it couldn't be. This is crazy. What? What? Casey, what? Sport was a stray dog, Grandpa, and I found and had for years. Well, he got pretty sick one summer, and when he died, he buried him out back behind the barn. I remember there was a center stone in the foundation of the barn that Grandpa wanted to mark the grave with. He thought it looked like a headstone. What? And we're waiting for him, man. And let's get digging. Wait, it doesn't make any. It doesn't make sense. And that he buried it in the ground, too inaccessible. How about behind the stone? Ugh, it won't budge. Of course. Work away some of the small rocks around the stone. 250,000. Check this out. It's open behind here. I got something. It's mine. I'm the one who's been searching for it. Why you? I should have pounded you when I had the chance. Money? No, not money. Money, huh? And the notes. It's Grandpa's handwriting. Donation. She made with the money. What? Donation? She gave it away? Maybe she tried to make it up for her husband's crime. Good old Grandma. No money. Ugh. Epilogue. Sid's bodies fit nicely into the trunk of his car. I wonder if he found them yet. Doubt it. Anyway, at least now that Sid knows and there isn't any money. We've already seen the last of him. Yeah, and good riddance to bad rubbish. Wow, that was interesting. Yeah, wow. So this comic was adapted into the 2003 series, Season 4, Episode 1, titled Cousin Sid. And yeah, I feel like 2003 did a better adaptation of it. Overall, did enjoy this one. This is a very good one. I know that this alternative didn't read it in chronological order, but sorry, I'm not doing it. I'm not redoing it all over again. But yeah, this is a really good comic. I like the art style for this one. I know that it wasn't Kevin Eastman and P. Layers, but it was still had a really nice touch to it. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do this one, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye. Hello, this is Telegram VZ, and welcome back to another read-through on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with Tales of the Tmnt issue 6. So in last read-through, we saw Tails take down a gargoyle with the help of Radical. So yeah, let's get into this one. Let's just go. And before we get started, if you do like this content and want to see more from this channel, please do make sure to subscribe and like and turn on post notifications. Now let's go on with the video. Gators. I've had a life here on the bayou. The water's thick with them. Kind of reminds me of New York City and the sewers. And a legend that was whispered among the street people and the homeless who took shelter there. They'll tell the tale of a giant alligator that stalked the sewers, and also a gator that haunted the deep residents where no one would go. And I remember they would call it by name. They called it Leatherhead. Let me tell you a story. Mr. Marlin, you did it, Mr. Marlin. You shot a Madagascan blue elephant. Do you want us to remove the whole body? Yes. I already had built a special room in which to display him. I have radioed the helicopters. Where to next? I'm growing wary of the usual big game. I'm hungry for something more exotic. Make arrangements for me to fly to New York. Yes, Mr. Marlin. I was so close. I nearly had you this time. I won't fail again. Retreat, my brothers. Do we give a chase? No, they will return. However, I think it would be wise for us to keep moving. In here. Well, foot lacking skill, they make up in for sheer numbers. We still beat them. So congratulations. I'm sure they'll be back. And where does this go? I'm not really sure. Possibly if we follow this back the way we came, we would come up behind them. Say alert, and they may have the manhole guarded. New York City, a jungle of another kind. Flashlights, lamp, sidearms, rifles, ammo, ham, cheese. I'm ready. The last reported alligator sighting was it was near here, Mr. Marlin. It shouldn't be too hard for you to pick up the trail. You wait for my call at the hotel, Corey. Come on, guys. This is your last safari, you butcher. That was those lights. Did you hear something? Jeez, I don't know what you are, but you look great on my wall. Let him have it. Ugh. I don't like running. Who's this guy? We need some fighting with him. I don't know, but I do know if we were to make a stand here with a scar. The tunnel opens up ahead. Quiet! I thought I heard footsteps. Oh boy. It appears we make our stand after all. Mikey, keep watch behind us. Where's a trap and door when you need one? Look, Mikey found a doorway. Hey guys. Cripes! Ronda's back. Let's get out of here. Safe and sound. Where are we? I don't know. It appears we're in someone's workshop. Running is more like it. Hey guys, check this out. Some of these components are labeled TSRI. Do you think some of the Utrons could be living down here? It's not very likely. Besides, anyone could have salvaged that from the wreckage of a TSRI building when it was destroyed. Say, it's awful quiet there. Shall we take a look? Finally, I have you cornered. Amazing. Never have I hunted such exclusive quarry. You creatures will be the pride of my display room. No! Stupid human, I will not allow it. He fainted. Please don't fear me. Put away your weapons. Follow me and I'll explain. I've been watching you ever since you entered the sewers. Normally I make no contact with the top welders, but in your case, I knew I had to speak to you. Obviously we share something in common. I don't understand. Allow me to give you some background. I can only assume that I began life as someone's exotic pet. I don't know how I ended up in the sewers, but I was founded by two Ultrons. They took me back to their lab to study. It was there that I was accidentally exposed to a mutagen that they developed to see before you the results of the exposure. The Ultrons were very concerned. It was against their beliefs to tamper with life forms. It was decided that I would stay with them and live as they would. They named me Leatherhead. Despite my new life as an Ultron, there still remained strong bonds with my home, the sewer often. I would leave for days exploring and gather information. Always I was welcomed back as would be one of our own. One day, when I returned, I found the building destroyed, and all of the Ultrons gone. I knew the humans were responsible for the smell of the gunpowder and was very everywhere. I had to believe that my friends facing destruction returned home. Better, I salvaged what I could and retreated deep into the sewers. Now, you must tell me, are you with the Ultrons also? No, although we knew the Ultrons, we had no ties with them. Encore case, we have befriended the humans. Befriend the humans? How can this be? As species, they are totally without compassion or understanding. Well, limit our exposure to them. We have found some of them to be valuable allies, as well as deadly enemies. So you have contact with Utrons? I'm sorry, no. I've been working on this deep space communicator for years now. However, the lack of my hands have conspired to make it almost impossible task. I know what if I can contact them, they'll return for me. What will you do now? I don't know. Continue my work. I suppose I'll have to look for some new digs. Alright, you freaks. Incredible. I don't know what you are, but I am determined to make you mine. Run! Run for a bridge! No more running. Here we fight. Ha ha! Nice try! Ugh. Your hunting days are through, Marlin. That throwing knife just serves for tendons, that operates your trigger finger. You're right. But I don't even know who you are. You need only know that I am one who speaks for those that can't speak for themselves. The blood on your hand is not your own, but that of the countless animals you've so casually murdered. Come on, I'm taking you in. What? Cage me like an animal? Nyah! Ah! Let's go home. Epilogue. This is where we lived before we moved into April. It's kind of a mess, but I think it could be made livable again. Thank you, Turtles. It seems once more I was without a home. Perhaps in time I can come to accept this as mine. In the meantime, I have much work to do. Hey, Leo, shouldn't we have gotten him to sign a renter's agreement? Wow, that was really good comic. Wow. Yeah, it's how my voice was doing the head's voice, so yeah, sorry about that. I know that probably shouldn't have done it, but still give a little bit of life to the character. But yeah, I thought this was a really good comic. In terms of adaptation, it was adapted into 2003. It was adapted into season 3, something called episode called Hunted, and also season 2 called What a Croc. Those are 2 episodes which adapted one comic. So overall, thought the adaptations were really good for a series like or a comic like this. And yeah, but I do know later on in the series he does become a villain. So I was also expecting that to happen in this one, but I can understand just laying down the groundworks for the character. But if he's in Tales of Tmnt, I don't really know how much you'll actually be seen in the comic. I mean, probably would be better to put in the main comic if it was going to be a big main character. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do this one, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.
New emergency crystals. Throw back the new immune support with a pop. No water needed. Throw it all the way back to following just a paper map in your heart. Throw it back. Feel the pop. New emergency crystals.
Hello, this is Tega Fusi, and welcome back to another read-through on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW Tmnt Tales of Tmnt issue 4. So in the last read-through, we saw the Turtles go on a little quest on Halloween to take down the King of Thieves. So let's get into today's one. Let's go! And before we get started, if you do like this content and want to see more from this channel, please do make sure to subscribe and like and turn on post notifications. Now let's go on with the video. Monsters, fact or fiction? What can our fascination be with these foul, gruesome girls that haunt our nightmares? Destined or determined or dreams, they engage our imaginations with their terrible and malicious horrors since the time immemorial. But do these wretched abominations spring from our submoral psyche, or walk in this world as real as you are? Let me tell you a story. This is an extended portrayal, helpless against the thing it has become, me. For Walter's part and I arise, a shambling moss exchange, mockery of the man I once was. It's really become too cold for the swamp of routine. For now, I'll have to be satisfied with confusing myself to a factory. The sun is still high, so I can prowl the building without fear. The days grow shorter now, which leaves me less time to make my rounds. More than a job, it's an adventure. What's the plan? I can't believe Mike talked us into this. I mean, what's our purpose here? We're on an investigation. Yeah, that's your ticket. Simply put us yes. There's no harm in checking this place out. Right on. Come on, dude. Look at this great brick walls. I'm gonna come back here tomorrow with my spray paints. Wonder if you can see it from the road. Come on, let's take a look around. Wow, this place is wild. Yeah, it's not too hard to believe it really is haunted. Oh, Mike, don't start. Surely you need it be told there's no such thing as ghosts. I know, I know. It's just that a part of me wishes there was, as I guess. It sure would have been exciting, wouldn't it? Their voices drift up to me. They speak of seeking the ghost. That was last year. The year I am the monster. A most strange mockery of the man I once was. It is the monster they shall find, providing the rats don't get them first. They are not our average teens. They have not come here to drink beer and smoke cigarettes. Their voices are deep and full of confidence, yet they are cautious. Conventions are spar. I can feel their eyes scanning the building. I get a good look at them as they walk under me into the courtyard. They misshape their bodies, shine in the sunlight. They are monsters. I recognize in horror, forgetting myself. They have probably come here in the hopes of taking my place. They outnumber me, but I am of a monster. Everything fears me, everything except the rats. They only fear the light. Do you know what strikes me? And where's the vandalism? I haven't seen any graffiti except by the entrance. And where are the broken beer bottles? Maybe the rumors were enough to keep the kids away. Hey, kids love this stuff. You're right. It's too odd. Hey, where's Mikey? I don't know. He was here a minute ago. I thought I saw something. Using the shadows. A short time later. Oh, my aching head. Ah! Tell me, you come out of the swamp, haven't you? You and the others, you have come here to remove me and have this place to yourself. No, lie! The years spent in the solitude have granted me the ability to spot an untruth. Now you must pay. Pay for your disobedience, my factory with your presence. For I am the monster. Everything fears me, even you. Oh, you're not a monster. You're a man in a costume. No, how dare you? I should leave your head off with one swipe of my big gnarly claws. But it grows dark, and I have much to do. Rather, I think a night spent here in the quiet reflection will show you the errors of your ways. Should you survive, we'll discuss more this tomorrow.
He hits his mark center stage and is crushed by a baby grand piano.
You're replacing me? Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
He doesn't even have a mustache.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Damn, this guy's nuts. Got to warn the others. Ugh. However, it seems to be tied down pretty good. Hey, guys! High above the complex, and now I wait. With eyes that see you, I watch the sunset slowly over the empty factory buildings that I have claimed as mine. I hear the other monsters now, calling for their missing friend. With animal-like necessity, I pond, however, I will kill them. This surprises me, except for the rat. I have never killed another. Then I know this attitude signals the tragedy of playing the monster to the reality of being the monster. I have completely been abandoned the man and become the monster. Instinct over intelligence. Uh-oh. Company. Ugh. No use. Concentrate. Direct your strength. Throw my weight forward. Ugh. A bit clumsy, but I'm free. Yeah. Come on, you lousy scum. Take me. All the brave talk in the world won't save me now. There's just too many of them. Yada bada blue. We heard the commotion and thought you could use a hand. Dirty animals. Fly ball out of the park. Very aggressive. Yet easy to discourage. And where have you been, Mikey? And we've been looking for you for hours. No pun intended, but I've been tied up here. You left me for rat bait. Who? Him. Come on. This is a trap. He wants you to follow him. Come on, man. And what choice do we have? There he is. Who is this guy? I don't know. I think he believes he is a monster. That makes him dangerous. And he has us as a disadvantage. He's in here. The smell of a trap. There he is. Uh-oh. Locked. Guys, this is the arena, and you are participants in the survival event. You see, if ever I'd find someone dead or alive in the swamp, I'd bring it here for the rats, hoping it would win them over. Well, that didn't work, but after a while they came to accept food to be left here for them. They're not very, fussy. The walls block, and block the holes in walls. They fight well, as all true monsters do, but their ferocity is matched by the rats. Alice, they are only five against an army. Yeah, I'm out of here. Come on, guys. Yeah, everyone okay? Leo, wait. Don't look. No, Mike. We can't just leave him there. There's nothing we can do now. Let's get out of here. For I am the Rat King. Everything fears me. Everything except the rats. Wow, this was actually a really good comic book. So this one did actually get adapted into the 2003 show. This one was adapted in season 4, episode 5, called I Monster, as well as this one's called I Monster. So yeah, wow, I'm really surprised how much they really adapted from this comic. Yeah, like most of the pages were actually adapted into it. Although 2003 did adapt add a bit more onto it. And yeah, so I'm very surprised they didn't really use much of Rat King, really, because yeah, I never really found him like he was like one of the best villains, but I always feel like he had potential, especially with this like kind of version. I feel like there's so much you can do with him, where like you can make him out into like a monster, like a horror film or something like that, and they never really did anything with him. But I do guess they didn't do anything with this version. They never would do anything with 2003. But I do like this one. Yeah, the art style's actually really good as well. I do like that. But I feel like there wasn't really too much in this one to say, oh wow, this is the best comic book ever, because it was very basic, where he would just take Mikey and then the those just escaped and killed him. So yeah, there wasn't really too much to it. But yeah, overall, I did really enjoy this comic book, and yeah. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you just want, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.
You know I'm always here. Anything you need.
Hyped Up, the health and wellness company.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 51 from Mirage Studios. So City of War, part 2 of 13. This came out in January 1994. And sadly, it was not drawn by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. They did do the story, and Peter Laird did do the script, but that was about it. Cover art's by A.C. Farley. Script is by Peter Laird and Jim Lawson. Like I said, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird did the story, but Peter Laird and Jim Lawson did the script. And Jim Lawson did the penciling, and Keith Aiken did the inking. So yeah, kind of bummed about that, but whatever, we can work with it. So yeah, the Turtles have set up shop in New York. Their new hideout is now inside a old water tower on top of one of these buildings. I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. They went from underground to above ground now. And not only just above ground, but like up on the skyscraper roofs. And they're basically trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do now. Like, they feel kind of directionless because, you know, Master Splinter's not with them. I guess Master Splinter's still chilling out in the woods. Maybe he forgot the memo he slept in. Didn't realize his sons were leaving. Who knows? So you can never know with Splinter. You never know what the hell he's doing. But yeah, they're basically trying to figure out, you know, what to do. And they realize, well, they start seeing, like, you know, news reports about violence just, like, going up. And they start discovering that there's some kind of, like, fracture between the Foot Clan. Which, again, I'm trying to see, you know, what's going on there. Basically, they realized that Shredder was kind of keeping the Foot Ninjas in line. I mean, they were still doing a bunch of illegal stuff, but he had them all together as one entity. And now that he's dead, the clan is kind of like in disarray and they're kind of fractured. Yeah, Raph wants to fight them. He wants to take out the Foot Clan. Leonardo is a bit wary of that because he's like, there's only 4 of us, and the Foot Clan is basically like an army. How can we take on an entire army on our own? But they decided, like, you know what? Like, we were trained for this. This is what we do. Like, let's at least go out and investigate. So they go out and investigate stuff. Meanwhile, Casey's in his truck, and we get a flashback. We get a flashback of what happened between him and April. Apparently, April was out landscape gazing, and Casey shows up, sits down next to her, and he puts his hand on her. And April says, Casey, don't. And then she gets up and walks away. And Casey's like, all right, damn, like, I guess I screwed that one up. So he starts to pick flowers for her, and he goes inside the farmhouse. And when he goes into her room, all of her stuff is gone. And that's when he gets like pissed off and starts smashing furniture and stuff. And he's really tired. He's really hungry. So he stops off at Graham's Good Time Grill. And while there, he meets this waitress. Her name is Gabriel. And they basically just kind of have a friendly conversation, friendly back and forth. And as that's going on, we see April out with her sister in LA. And April is not really having a good time. Her sister's basically asking questions like, what's going on? Like, why are you so bummed out? Does it have anything to do with this Casey guy? And she's like, yeah, a little, but it's not like you think. We were just housemates. And then she asks, well, what about the other housemates and stuff? And she's like, well, like, we were a family. They were like brothers to me. Yeah, Robin is just kind of like, well, what's going on? Why are you here? Like, why are you so upset and stuff? Like, well, why don't we like leave for a while? And so they leave. And then we see the wreckage of the sex shop, and the turtles are kind of checking it out and wondering what's going on. And there is this one panel where we see a guy in a cast in the hospital. So I'm wondering if this was the old man that lived in the sex shop and he actually survived. I hope he did. I mean, he didn't deserve to get blown up. He didn't do anything, at least as far as I know. He just lived above a sex shop. So I think he lived. And yeah, the turtles are just checking out the wreckage. Like, well, we're not really finding anything here. Let's check out like the other location, the Bridge Massacre. That's another location in the article. Let's go see how they're doing. Then we come back to Casey and Gabriel. And yeah, Casey goes to leave when some dudes show up and they attack him. They beat him up and they steal his truck and all of his supplies. Basically, they take everything. And Gabriel rushes out. She sees him. She's like, oh, God, they really messed you up. Come on, let's go back to my place. I'll get you cleaned up. And this is when I was wondering, wait a second, Gabriel, is this the woman who Casey has a child with? Because I've never read any of the Mirage stuff, but I did read the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 3, which later got colorized and reprinted as Urban Legends. You guys can see my videos on that. I did a bunch of videos on the Urban Legends. Urban Legends was originally Volume 3. It later got retconned. But in Urban Legends, Casey, he's back together with April, but he has a daughter from a previous relationship named Shadow. And the name of the daughter's mother was Gabby, or at least that's how she was referred to. She was referred to as Gabby. So I'm wondering if this is Gabriel or Gabby, because Gabriel is kind of similar, right? Gabby seems to be like a nickname for Gabriel. So I'm wondering if this is the woman who eventually gives birth to Casey's daughter. Which is, if so, is kind of weird. I wonder if they retconned her backstory as well. Because I wonder if the backstory of, because in Urban Legends, Shadow's like mom or whatever was like the daughter of a mafia boss, and she like ran away or something. So I wonder if that's still a thing here, or is that just a thing that was invented for Volume 3 and that later got retconned? Because it'd just be kind of interesting to have a daughter of a mafia boss be a waitress at a diner in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, back to the issue. We have the turtles, and they check out the area under the bridge. This is the area where, in the previous issue, the Foot Clan was slaughtered by the elite Foot Ninja. And yeah, they don't stay for long because they're like, like, I feel too exposed out here. Let's head back. And then we cut to April and Robin, and they arrive back at Robin's house. And Robin's like, come on, like, we should do something fun. And April's like, all right, like, why don't we go to the beach tomorrow or something? And then they hug it out. I'll say in this page, Robin, April's sister, looks a lot like April from the cartoon series. So yeah, we see the turtles, and they're jumping from rooftop to rooftop. And they hear something, and they look, and it's just like a bunch of kids kicking over trash cans. And Raph's like, should we rough them up? And Leo's like, no, dude. Like, what do you think? They're just kids. Let them mess about. I love the fact Ralph wanted to beat up some kids. But yeah, the editor's like, dude, like, what the hell are we doing with ourselves? Like, what are we doing right now? Like, we're out of our element. Like, we don't have any plan. Just a while ago, we were thinking about beating up some kids. Like, we've been reduced to, like, the neighborhood watch. And then that's how it ends. And, yeah, I will say, interesting issue. I miss Kevin E. Smith and Peter Laird's artwork. I know we just had it in the last issue, but I wish we had it for the rest of this run. Because, I don't know. I don't want to knock on the artists, because they're not terrible. It's just my personal preference. I love Eastman and Laird stuff, so I just want their artwork. Story itself was okay. It's just more of a takeoff from the previous issue. Only a lot more talking and I guess a lot more going on. Kind of slow. This is more just like development issue, like more of just developing what's going on with April, developing Casey, and I'm assuming this new relationship he's gonna have with Gabriel. Showing what's going on with the turtles and how like they're out of their elements and how lost they are and what they plan on doing and stuff. So not a lot of action or anything like that, but still it was okay. It was an okay issue. I will say it's weaker than the previous issue. It wasn't a terrible issue, but the previous issue was better overall, I think. I'm hoping we finally like get some action stuff. And by action, I don't necessarily mean like fight scenes or anything. I hope things start like really snowballing and we start, the story starts picking up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Again, not to like say that the story isn't picking up on this or anything like that. But this is more of like this would be like a slow burn to what's gonna end up, I'm assuming, gonna be like a huge, crazy like action and adventure, run, to end this volume. But yeah, this is just more of a setup issue, I guess I would say. This is more like setting up things, and then hopefully later on, we're actually gonna pay them off and things like that. I don't know if that's making any sense. I do these reviews just like off the top of my head. I don't like scripting them because it always feels fake when I do. Even if like I'm reading off a script and it's my own thoughts and stuff, I don't know. It feels fake to me. So I like to do these off the cuffs, but sometimes I have like brain farts and stuff, and like I pull a Columbo and I just kind of rattle off on things that I gotta like rein myself back in. But yeah, I'll say again, good issue, not great issue, not fantastic or spectacular or anything like that. Well, yeah, a good, decent issue. Previous issue was better in my opinion, but I understand what they're doing with this. Like I understand that they're basically showing you what's going on, showing you more of the falling out, more of like how everyone is handling their separation from each other, and more of just setting up the pieces that are gonna play a part later. So basically setting up the foundation for this the big 13 issue event. I mean, we're only issue 2 into a 13 issue arc, so I gotta tell myself, Pirate, calm down. We're not gonna get great spectacular stuff, so early. Like, things still gotta play out. So yeah, there you go. City at War Part 2 of 13 came out January 1994. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 51 from Mirage Studios. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys think. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time.
Let's go, Donnie! Yeah! Go, Mikey! All right! Cowabunga! That's what I'm talking about! Awesome! Mikey's in the his house! Let's throw in something light on story and heavy on gory. Let's get to work. Hit. Ugh. Hit. Ugh. Ugh. Hut. 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 Hut.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Channel 6 Morning News. New developments and ongoing sanitation
I want to
strife
see
tell you
this.
about. But first, after reviewing the city's soaring crime rates with the police commissioner, Councilman Dan Greger took to the steps of City Hall, reaffirming the city's commitment to fight against the rising crime organization calling themselves the Foot Clan.
Ninjas? What does the symbol mean, Master Splinter? Trouble. You know something about these ninjas? Where do they come from? Who do they work for? We gotta go after these creeps.
No. A wise ninja does not seek out an enemy he does not fully understand.
Why can't we just go topside and show them a little mean and green?
Because I forbid it.
My sons,
Is whom you're training.
Leonardo, you are in charge. You keep an eye on the others.
Up for some sparring? Let the butt kicking begin! Yeah! Ha! Raph, did you ever hear the saying mind over muscle? What counts is the daily training of your mind, not brute force. Enough of this waiting around. I say we head topside, kick ninja butt, take ninja names, and find out the whole ninja story for ourselves.
He said we're not supposed to leave the lair. He also said you need to keep an eye on us. So you keep an eye on us.
Out of my way, Leo. Master Splinter said we stay put. Look, I'll go through you if I have to. I'd like to see you try, hothead. Careful what you wish for, Splinter Jr. What a hothead. Yeah. Wait for us! Master Splinter is so going to kill us.
Not everything that should come with a warning does, like the old peeling paint on household items that your child is exposed to. If you have a child under the age of 3, have them tested for lead today, because when it comes to lead poisoning, a little caution can go a long way.
Is no boy, you did not, and opens fire on the place, just incinerates, kills everybody there. Every single person dies, right? They're completely and totally killed. And Nathaniel can do nothing more than just sit there and watch. Now, this is hugely important because what he says is, it was then that I understood, though I had crossed the fabric of space and time, I had never left my cage at all. It was then that I saw the cage was king. And so what he did is he basically made this promise to himself that he wouldn't become king. He says, and so for the final months of the Cretaceous, I pretended to study that which King instructed, while secretly I studied the lock, how the mention of Ravana might drive my jailer to drink, how a few herbs might intoxicate a glass of wine, how the armor that had opened the way might be mine to command. I'd rarely been as take the inevitable into my own hands. But his words echoed in my ear. Time enemies. If only I could master it. And so literally, it almost appears on the surface. Iron Lad clearly seemed to be the case. Instead, as this meteor comes crashing down into the world with the intention of destroying it and basically leading to the end of all things, he ultimately ends up walking away, traveling